Okay, I'm live. Am I live? Why am I no? Okay. Now everyone should like see it. If everything goes well, everyone should be able to see the live stream. So let me just share the link. So okay, guys. I don't know. I honestly don't know why my live stream. Oh, okay. We have one person, meaning that everything is working. So yeah, as everything is working, my microphone and everything is moving. So we're just gonna wait for more people to join. And yeah, so we're gonna wait for more people to join first. And then I had an event. I had an event for the weekly live streams. I don't know where it went. So I need to create it again. So for Traders YouTube channel. And it's every single Saturday at 11 until 12. We have basically right here next week. So free weekly outlook. I don't know why it's removed from my Discord. So free weekly outlook. Okay, no, that's it. Join us. During the free weekly outlook. Link on for traders YouTube channel. Okay. That's perfect. Maybe if I do this, can I do this straight away? Is it working? Okay, yeah, it's working. Wish. Did I say cancel? Oh my god, I said cancel. I just want to create, guys, the live stream for next week. And I'm doing, join us and ask your questions in the free weekly market outlook today on for traders YouTube channel. Okay, and then free weekly outlook. Okay, and then if I click next, okay, should be there now in the events. Now it's there. Perfect. Okay, now that more people are now there, we are 9. That's perfect. We're gonna as well start. The little live stream directly on TikTok too. So like that everyone will be able to join no matter where. So start live here, and we do as well. So bam, start live, and we do as well a little announcement on Instagram, so that way everyone will be joining, and we can have the best free knowledge possible. So join the free weekly outlook now. Okay, outlook now. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so just sending the link in the story and we're gonna be starting. So first of all, I hope everyone is doing well. It's been like 1 week since we saw each other, usually even a little bit more because I was sick on the previous week too. So yeah, watch the live stream. But yeah, now I'm back, guys. So we're gonna continue to do every single Saturday live streams, and then at the end of every single live stream, we're gonna be giving away our free $6,000 challenge evaluation on For Traders. So yeah, really excited, guys. Okay, parfait. And bam. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So, like I said, we're just gonna identify first of all our major pairs and do the analysis for those pairs. And afterwards, if we have time, we can do like a little breakdown or something. But first of all, it's gonna be important to just go over our major pairs and see what happened since the previous week, so you can have some trade setups. So first things first, we need to identify what happened for the previous weeks on Euro USD by starting with Euro USD. For people on TikTok, I'm gonna put the watermark so you can see it. Ticker, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put the watermark so you can see what pair we are in. So usually right now you can see that we are on Euro USD, and I'm as well gonna put the description, the interval, so 4 hour, perfect. So that way we can see that we are on Euro USD on the 4 hour time frame, because as I'm zoomed in like that, you can see what I'm looking at basically. Okay, perfect. So guys, let's go and let's start the analysis of Euro USD. So first things first, overall we are bearish. We're pushing to the downside right now. We were pretty much bullish in the past. As you can see, we've been pushing to the upside, but more recently we started to break structure to the downside and pushing down. By the way, I'm so distracted by the ticker in the background. I'm so not used to having it. But yeah, right now we're having this bearish momentum, because before we were bullish, as you can see, but more recently we started to be bearish. We broke structure 2 times and as well our previous range low. So what does that mean? It means that as we changed bearish, we're going to be looking for sells, and that's pretty much it. So right now we're going to identify our bearish range. Right here, this is the last break of structure downside. Here we have a little pullback, but it's really aggressive for now. It doesn't make sense to consider this as a new range for now, because usually price pulled back nicely and above the 0.5 or really close to the 0.5 every single time. And in this case scenario, it didn't. So this is not really a valid pullback, but this is just some liquidity, looks like it, for the POIs above. Like for example, we do have a 4 hour POI exactly right here. So we do have a 4 hour POI exactly right here. That's good. And we have as well some other POIs above in the previous range. So we still have this 2 candlestick 4 hour POI above with this liquidity. And except for that, there is nothing else on the 4 hour. So we can go as well on the 1 hour and see what do we have else on the 1 hour. So just to make sure everything is now set up, the story is here. Okay, perfect. So right here we have as well a 1 hour POI exactly right here. Again, for guys and people who don't know how to identify POIs yet, first of all, I have a lot of videos on like my social medias, on my TikTok page, etc. But if you want as well a longer video on For Traders YouTube channel, so basically on For Traders YouTube channel, the prop firm for traders, there is a video about how to identify your POIs correctly exactly right here. So if you still don't know how to identify valid POIs, you can always go on this video exactly right here, how to identify valid points of interest, and you will be able to see it. But on my social media, if you're on your phone or something like that, it's gonna be...
We're gonna see how to identify valid...
Oh, Okay, calm down. But yeah, I just want to show you like right here for traders YouTube channel how to identify valid POI, or if not, it's on my social media basically. But yeah, that's I assume you already know how to identify a POI, but basically it's the opposite color candle connected to a fair value gap or an imbalance that hasn't been mitigated yet. Okay, so we have as well a 1 hour POI exactly right here. So those are all the POIs valid above the 0.5% of the Fibonacci. If they are below the 0.5% of the Fibonacci, that's not valid. So basically, we cannot identify POIs below the 0.5% of the Fibonacci because it's not in how to say that? It's not in discount. Oh my god, no, it's not in premium. I had a big blank. Someone said free account. What do you mean free account? Free account on what? I don't understand. Anyway, so yeah, it's not in premium, so it's too cheap to identify POIs in the discount area, so below the 0.5%. So yeah, that's why we identify POI above the 0.5% for it to be expensive, for it to be in premium. So yeah, we do have a 4 hour POI right here and a 1 hour POI right here. Like I said, it's not mitigated. If you zoom in, you'll see that it's still not mitigated. It came really close, but it's not mitigated yet. So yeah, that's the POIs we have on Euro USD. Internally, like I said, this pullback is not strong enough for it to be considered as an overall POI. It's too aggressive. But internally, you can always try to identify some internal POIs. Like for example, let's see if this one is valid. So yeah, we do have this 3 candlestick POI. It can be an internal POI because we do have some liquidity, and this is still a high with some liquidity right here as well. It's just that internal POIs are less strong than overall POIs. So if you want to enter this sell, it's more aggressive, so you do need to lower your risk. So that's why internal POIs are less strong and significant than overall POIs, because again, there's still liquidity above right here. There's still the premium and discount area. Those are too low, but technically you can identify it for the internal POI and use lower risk. Do I know? So very good strategy, thank you. Do I know Phantom Trading Group? Nope, I don't know who that is. Let's see if we have any questions directly on TikTok. Looks like we don't. Okay, someone said GU. We're gonna do GU. It's the next pair. So now we're gonna go on GBP USD. So GBP USD, same thing. We're gonna start on the 4 hour. I'm identifying my POIs on the higher time frame first, because that's what's moving in the market, the higher time frame. And then intermediate time frame, I'm looking for my confirmation, and lower time frame I am entering after refining my POIs at the most extreme one. That's basically how my strategy works. For everyone who wants to like really quickly see how my strategy works, it's really simple. I have a higher time frame range, let's say like this. Then I take my Fibonacci from the bottom to the top. I identify my higher time frame POIs, let's say this 4 hour one. Then I wait for the POI mitigation. When the POI is mitigated, I'm gonna go on the 15 minutes and wait for a 15-minute change of character / broker structure to the upside right here. And then in this new 15-minute range right here, I'm gonna identify my new POI, exactly the same thing as I did on the higher time frame, but now on the lower time frame. Now on the lower time frame POI, like 1 minute, and then I'm gonna take my entry right here, stop loss below the low, covering the entire 15-minute range low, and in this case targeting the hourly high that is somewhere in this area. So yeah, that's my strategy, guys. You have higher time frame, you have your higher time frame POIs, then you have your mitigation. right? You have your mitigation exactly right here. You wait for your 15-minute break of structure / change of character. And then when you have it, you have your new 15-minute range that is corresponding to the higher time frame range. So as you can see right here, the higher time frame range is bullish. So what does that mean? It means that you need your 15-minute range to be bullish as well to align with the higher time frame. When your intermediate time frame is aligned with your higher time frame, you take this range, identify the extreme POY, enter stop loss below to cover liquidity sweeps, and you place your take profit at the hourly high, so you're not being too greedy. And you can as well take partials and place your stop loss to break even at 103 risk reward ratio. So that's why when I'm analyzing my pairs, okay, when I'm analyzing my pairs, I do have most likely always just a 4 hour or 1 hour on the POYs, because I do need to wait for them to be mitigated first. And that's why that, because of my strategy, I need a range, again, like I was explaining, so it works well. So okay, right here we have a break of structure to the downside. As you can see right here, that means that those POYs are now too old. Why? It's because this was the previous range and this was the new range. So now it's already outside of 2 trading ranges, 1, 2. So that means that those POYs are now too old. I know there is a lot of liquidity right here. I know if, for example, price just pushes up really, really aggressively, I mean, I can place them back. So if, for example, price push up really aggressively and break structure, and without really giving us any confirmation, we can still look for some last sells. But if price pushes up, pullbacks, and pushes up again, then we're gonna have a complete reversal. So yeah, those POYs are too old. So we can place, like, for example, too old. Valid only if the pullback is aggressive, if not too old. It's so small. Why my POYs are so small? I'm getting blind by that. Oh, wait a minute. Text. Okay. I'm gonna put it like this, because I'm not that blind, and I think, guys, you're not that blind either. So yeah, I just want to put this, the too aggressive and less pullbacks, blah 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 blah, and I'm gonna copy paste it to the other POIs as well, because it's the same scenario. If not, we can identify our new range. So our new range basically is from this high to this low, because this is the last break of structure to the downside, right? So what does that mean? It means that we can identify our valid POIs in that range and in that structure. So right here we have a 4-hour POI exactly right here. We have as well a 4-hour POI exactly right here. So that's good. We have nothing else, so we can go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour we have this 1 hour POI exactly right here. And we have as well this 1 hour POI exactly right here, and 1 hour POI right here. So those are all the POIs we have. Above there is nothing. So yeah, we have this one candle connected to the fair value gap, unmitigated. I cannot add another one, if not it would be mitigated. Here it's a 4 hour, so it looks weird. That's normal. Here we have a 2 candlestick. We have a little imbalance connected to it. Same thing right here, not mitigated. And this is a 4 hour, so it's normal that it looks weird. So it's right here, this 4 hour, and we have right here this 4 hour too. So I identified the 4 hour and the 1 hour, even if they are really, really close to each other, but they're still not completely one inside each other, like one inside the other. I think it's one inside the other, but yeah, it's not completely one inside the other. So that means that that's it. That means that it can still be valid. So okay, guys. So Someone said on TikTok, is that just a liquidity sweep? I don't know what you're talking about. There is, I don't know what you're talking about. What liquidity sweep? Someone said, am I a professional trader? So yeah, I do trade for a living. I'm as well collaborating with multiple prop firms and basically for traders the most. So yeah, as well like prop firm match and for the next two. So are you French? I'm not French. I'm Ukrainian, but I live in Quebec. So basically, in Quebec we speak French. So I mostly speak French every single day. So yeah, like my most fluent language, if I could say it like that, is French, and then it would be Ukrainian, Russian, and English, and then Spanish. So yeah. Okay. Euro USD, guys, I already did Euro USD exactly right here. This is for Euro USD. I already did it. You can see it and copy if you want the POIs. I always look forward to these insights. Thanks for the free outlook. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yakubu, really, really welcome. Can we use the last 4-hour fair value gap as a POI? I don't use fair value gaps as POIs. And guys, let me tell you something, okay? So when you have a strategy, okay, when you have a strategy on a whatever your strategy, or you're learning a strategy from somewhere, or if you want to change it or adapt it, or like for example, I say that my 4-hour POIs and 1-hour POIs are just POIs in general, has this as a rule, and this is what I'm looking for. And then you say, okay, but in another strategy, blah, 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 I saw, or like in my experience, blah, 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 I can use a fair value gap as a POI. Okay, that's cool. That can be it. But the thing is, if you just change the strategy that like someone is like teaching or trading without backtesting it first, you don't have the data about the strategy anymore. Because in trading, like one little mistake or one little difference can completely change the strategy, and it can be a completely different strategy with different win rate, with different like risk reward ratio. I mean, maybe not, because if you target exactly the same thing, it would be the same thing, but it's going to be a different risk reward ratio. It's going to be different entries and different data. So that's why it's super, super important that when you actually want to change a strategy that you're learning somewhere, that you collect your own data. Even if you're just learning a strategy from somewhere, you still need to collect your own data. A lot of people are skipping the backtesting phase, the forward testing phase, and they're just going straight away to trading in the prop firm, straight away trading to the live account, or they're staying on a demo account to test the strategy out for like 2 weeks, 1 month max, and then think they know it all. It's really dumb to do it, because you're not building your confidence, you're not building your psychology, you're going to overthink your entries, and when you're going to trade like on a prop firm account, your money will be at stake. When you're going to trade on your live account, your money will be at stake, your psychology will be bad, and you will not have enough data about your strategy to trust it. So this is why it's super, super important, but you do need to collect your data. So yeah, you can use the fair value gap as a POI if that's in your strategy. So what is the maximum what is the maximum number of losing streak back-to-back trades you ever had according to the strategy? So in the backtesting and there's a theory and there's the backtesting. The theory, usually I never had more than like 6 or 5 trades in a row that lost. 6, it will be the maximum. In backtesting, the maximum amount was like 8, but it's fine, because again, even if you have a 80% win rate, like I, for example, have a 50% win rate. Okay, I have a 50% win rate according oh my god, I wanted to say más o menos, but like more, plus ou moins, how to say, oh my god, I forgot how to say more or better, less or more. That doesn't sound right in English. I mean, my win rate, anyway, my win rate is around 50%. That's what it's important. Maybe sometimes a bit less, maybe sometimes a bit more. Sometimes, you do have multiple trades in a row that will lose, and then you have a win, lose, but then you have multiple wins. And even if you have, let's say this amount of wins, this amount of losses, even if your wins are bigger, even if your losses are more numerous, at the end of the day, as my win rate and risk reward ratio is more than 103 risk reward ratio every single time, it doesn't matter. Even if I have like a little bit less than 50%, sometimes it's a bit more, sometimes a bit less. But at the end of the day, even if you have a losing streak, the strategy is designed to work on the long term. And this is as well a lot of people don't understand with trading in general. It's that every single strategies are designed to work on the long term. Okay, it's really like that. So all strategies are designed to work on the long term. So when you start learning a strategy, right? When you start learning a strategy and you have a bad week or a bad month, it doesn't mean that your strategy needs to go to the trash. Like, it just means that you need to wait more time. That's why when you're picking a strategy, you need to pick a strategy that basically needs to fit your needs and your understanding that you can follow on a long period of time, because that's how you're going to be profitable. It's not by switching strategies or doing anything else. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. So USD/GPY now on the 4 hours. So USD/GPY exactly right here. We just had a huge break of structure. So I don't know, guys, if you remember, but basically we had a huge consolidation, like a huge consolidation there. So we just got out of this consolidation because Japan elected a new prime minister. It created a huge volatility for the Japanese pair. So as you can see, it just all pushed up. So we got a break to the upside exactly right here, just like this week. And at market open, right here, we had a huge push to the upside the beginning of the week. So now we're stuck in this insanely huge range again. So voila. So that's why we're gonna have this huge range with this POIs. We still have only 2 POIs. I'm gonna zoom in because we see nothing, but we have a 4-hour POI here and a 4-hour POI exactly right here. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. We're gonna be waiting for it, but to be honest, if we have a little pullback, a break to the upside, that's gonna be nice, because I don't think price will pull back so deeply. Internally, there is nothing really much to do right now. We're having a retracement already that started. Internally, we just completely pushed down and destroyed everything, so nothing to do here. And yeah, that's it for USD/GPY. We still have just an insanely huge range. So if I unzoom, you'll see it. Insanely huge range on USD/GPY exactly right here. Okay. What session do I trade? I trade New York session and Tokyo. I do not trade London or Sydney. London because I'm sleeping, because my time zone is in North America, so I cannot unfortunately trade London. But yeah, I trade New York and Tokyo. So, because someone said sell a Bitcoin, but no, it's not Bitcoin. It's USD/GPY. It's forex pairs. It's currencies. Okay, let's go move forward. So right here we have GBP/GPY. So same thing, we have 2 aggressive pullbacks right here. These 2 aggressive pullbacks can just be as well liquidity for the POIs below, to be honest. Because same thing, we can have a huge range like this. We've been pretty aggressive 2 times, so I identify those POIs as overall. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we just retrace and continue to push to the upside later on after pulling back close to 0.5%. So close to right here, if we do this, I really wouldn't be surprised. Or if we even do this or this, But yeah, I identified a 4-hour POI right here. I don't know what this 4-hour POI created. This was a trade on the previous week. This was a trade on the previous week, and on the previous week that just ended. So yeah, US government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, we had for example a tentative right here for our entry. So we got a POI mitigation exactly right here. And then we got a 15-minute break of structurally upside exactly right here. So as you can see here, we had a huge push to the downside. This looks like not even news events, but something happened at 10:30. Sometimes recently the climate and the markets are really uncertain at the moment. Like, it's really uncertain. There's the US shutdown. Everyone, like, gold is just pushing to the upside. It's a really a risk of like behavior. So sometimes there's like weird moves in the market without any news events or anything, just because there's so much volatility. But yeah, we can break down this trade, but basically right here we got a break of structure to the upside right here. I'm just seeing if we had an extreme POI entry. Okay, so this trade was not even valid, guys. It's important to understand that, because it's a nice example. Okay, so just let me explain why this trade wasn't valid. So we tapped into this 1 hour POI. That's good. So if you memorize what I said earlier, when we tap into a 4 hour POI, we need to go on the 15 minutes to wait for a break of structure / change of character to the upside. Okay, so as you can see, we just broke structure upside right here. Why? It's because this is the last break to the downside. So this is the high, not this one, but this one, because this is the range. So now we have this range. Now our goal is to identify a valid POI inside of this range. Okay. But on the 5 minute, first of all, on the 15-minute, there is nothing. On the 5 minute, there is still nothing, because this POI right here was not in discount. So, what am I doing? So, wait. So by the time it broke structure, we had no POIs, but then we pushed a little bit higher. But then, yes, we had this POI that was in discount. That's true. So yeah, we do have a valid POI right here. So we could have entered right here at an extra pip, stop loss below the low. The thing is about this trade is the risk-reward ratio that is not worth it. So when you enter a trade, guys, this is where your entry should be. So you had your extreme POI. In this case, your extreme POI is this 5-minute one exactly right here. You enter right here, stop loss below the low, entirely covering the 15-minute range low. And remember, the risk to reward ratio needs to be at least 104 at the take profit final. Okay. At the hourly high, that is the take profit final, that is right here. As you can see, this is your hourly high. This is your hourly pullback. It's not this one, it's this one. It's the closest one. Your risk-reward ratio is bad. It's less than 104. So this trade is not worth it. So you leave it go. So you wait basically for another one. So this trade was invalidated. So that's why it was not valid. But now anyway, we just tapped into the POI below just before market close. So same thing, now we can wait for another opportunity. So we pushed down exactly right here. And now we can identify as well our structure basically. So right here we broke structure to the upside, then we broke structure to the downside. So this is the high we need to break to consider it as a valid break of structure and confirmation. Or if, for example, price pushes up, break structure, we're gonna have a new range, and this will be the new high to break on GBP JPY. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, we're gonna go on USD CHF now. So as you can see right here, USD CHF as well tapped into this 4-hour POI, the last POI for sell, and we as well swept the liquidity exactly right here. So liquidity sweep, bam. After the POI mitigation and the liquidity sweep, we straight away pushed to the downside and we had a reaction, amazing reaction. We as well right here came close to break structure the upside to have a reversal by breaking this high, but we actually never broke to the high. We closed below. So this is not a break to the upside. So this is not a reversal. So this is still considered as a bearish market. And right now we're still pulling back. If we break structure again to the upside, we're going to be completely bullish. Right now we just have 2 breaks. It's a beginning of a reversal, but for now it's just counter trend. I need this high to be considered broken. And as you can see right here, if we consider that we turned back bullish, we would have missed this sell opportunity. And this was an amazing trade, guys. So as you can see, we tapped into the POY. Then same thing, if we do the breakdown, it's an amazing trade. So the 15-minute break of structure to the downside happened right here. As you can see, break of structure to the downside. Same thing, you're going to identify your valid POY in the Fibonacci above the 0.5. In this case, you have this 15-minute POY that is completely above. So you enter right here, stop loss above the high. And your take profit final will be at the hourly low. So the hourly low would be right here for a 1-to-6 risk reward ratio. If you want to be more conservative, you can always target just the POY. So this is the trade, as you can see, for 1-to-6 risk to reward ratio. So we tapped into the trade exactly right here, and then we just pushed to the downside. Like I said, we had a huge reaction right here at 11 o'clock. But if you go and see the news, there was nothing at 11 o'clock. You see, so like I said, something happened. Looks like something happened on Friday, but it was not documented. So I don't know why I have so many filters. Let me remove this. So as you can see on the news, Friday, October 10th, when basically this huge push happened, it was not on the news. So we could have not like really avoided this move, and in this case, it just helped us push and hit our final take profit for 1-to-6 risk reward ratio. So this is a perfect example. Perfect example how the strategy works. It's a textbook setup. It's super simple, guys. And this POY on the 4-hour has been forecasted for almost a month-ish. Yeah, September, yeah, almost a month. We had this 4-hour POY right here sitting there. On the previous live streams, it was there. If you go and even see the markups, because every single day I send markups in my community. So if you see the markups, you'll find the POY there as well, if we can see it right here. So USD CHF markup sent October 9th. We had this POY. We were waiting to mitigate it. And then the trade happened, textbook setup. Okay, let's go now on USD CAD. So USD CAD, it's crazy. We've been just pushing to the upside. So we have 2 break of structures right here. So what does that mean? It means that we can actually just have this new range. So bam, we identify our 4-hour POY right here. It doesn't have any inducement yet close to this POY because it's just a really big move right here. So 4-hour POY, no inducement for now. Let's see if we have anything else on the 1-hour. On the 1-hour, there is nothing else either. Okay. And here, nothing. So nothing else except for this 4-hour POY. There's no other POYs on the 1-hour time frame. So yeah, that's the only POY you have. We have on USD CAD. Okay, now we can move forward on AUD USD. So on AUD USD, we had a trade exactly right here as well that happened with those POYs, of course, forecasted. So they were counter trend, so it was half risk. But same thing, we tapped into the POY, and then after that, we broke structure, as you can see, to the upside exactly right here. Identify the extreme entry, stop loss below the low right here. Stop loss below the low, and price just pushed to the upside and hit our final take profit. In this case, the hourly high was really far away, and it was just too greedy to target it when it was a counter trend. So we just targeted an intermediate high right here on the 15 minutes. So yeah, or as well, you could have targeted this POY. So most likely the POY right here was the best opportunity and the best case scenario, because that way That way, if we have the continuation of the bearish momentum, we are not out and we still take our profits basically. And this was the good idea, because as you can see, then price reacted from this 1 hour POI. Overall, we were bearish, so we just continued our bearish momentum. Here as well, we tapped into the 4 hour POI. And if you go on the 15 minutes, you'll see that the 15 minutes break of structure, we had another opportunity right here. However, yeah, the hourly high was here, so it was good. But yeah, however, the second opportunity, so we had a 15-minute POI right here, stop loss below the low right here, and take profit final at the hourly high. It's more than a 104 risk-reward ratio. So as you can see, unfortunately, the second try didn't work out, but it's fine. Anyway, like I said, in my strategy, I have a 50% win rate. We already had 2 wins, one on USD CHF, one on USD AD USD for like both 106 risk-reward ratio, so -1 risk-reward ratio. We don't really care about that. So yeah, this was a little loss. Okay, except for that, now we just continue to identify our range and our structure. So AD USD. So let me just add USD CHF, USD CHF right here for the win, and we had as well AUD USD, another for a loss. Okay. So yeah, this was the P&L, by the way, for the week for now. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much 50%. Okay. So we're gonna continue AD USD. This is the trade that happened on the previous week, but now we just broke structure downside, and we have a new range like this. So we have a 4 hour POI exactly right here. We have as well a 4 hour POI. We have as well a 4 hour POI exactly right here. If not, we can go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we have a 1 hour POI exactly right here. That is really at the limit of the 50%, but it is above the 50%, so it's valid. And above right here. Perfect. So 1 hour POI right here too. And yeah, that's it. Those are all valid POIs we have right here. And this alert goes down. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this is all the valid POIs we have on AD USD for the 4 hour time frame. Okay, perfect. Now let's move on into NZD USD. So NZD USD, we had as well this bearish momentum. Now we have a new break to the downside. So now all of those POIs above are now unfortunately too old. This one too. Right here we had a 1 hour POI that basically price tapped into it, and then after that we just basically left, as you can see, and we just pushed to the downside really aggressively. So this is bye. But more recently, we just broke structure to the downside. As you can see, we had this high and this low. So this is our new range. So we can identify as well our valid POIs. So we have a valid POI right here on the 4 hour. And we have as well a valid POI exactly right here on the 4 hour as well. And we can as well go on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we have nothing else. That's the only POIs that we had. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for NZD USD. So pretty similar. I mean, not really, but whatever. A little bit similar to AD USD. And okay, we're gonna do the last pair, that is Euro GBP. Quickly go on gold and indices, and then I'm gonna answer questions, and then we're gonna get to the giveaways, the free $6,000 account. So yeah, on for traders for the challenge. So Euro GBP, we're stuck in a huge range that gives us nothing. It's basically just a consolidation. If you're looking at it right now, it's just consolidating, guys. Like between this high and this low, it's just consolidating. So and especially the fact that this is the last break of structure and this is the high and the low of the range. This is just consolidation basically, inside of the range. I mean, not really consolidation for this part, but this is just the structure inside of the range. And the fact that we had a break to the downside 2 times and break to the downside here, and only a 1 break to the upside without never breaking the overall structure, it's not good enough to look for any buys or any sells. So it's pretty nothing to do on Euro GBP basically. This is what it means. So let's go quickly on gold. So gold, guys, reached all-time highs. It's been just crazy. It's been just pushing to the upside like crazy, like pushing. We reached the 4,000 levels. It's incredible. It's insane. It's actually insane. If you see gold's, like right here, we had trades on gold for some sells. I remember this was yeah, maybe not this one, 2021. I didn't have any. This might be a backtesting or something, but yeah, I remember we had trades like in this level where gold was just at 2000s. You see, you still have some like older markups exactly right here because we've been there when this happened, and now it's been just pushing to the upside like crazy. And the last break of structure to the upside happened right here. So we still have this range, we have this 4-hour POI and nothing else on the 4-hour. That's why we can go on the 1-hour. And on the 1-hour, we have this 1-hour POI and this 1-hour POI. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for the POI mitigation, and then we're gonna be waiting for our entry, guys. Okay, so someone said GU, I want to screenshot. Yeah, we have a lot of POIs on GBP USD and Euro USD lately. So yeah, guys, if you want to screenshot all the pairs, let me just see for you. So this is GBP USD, so you can screenshot GBP USD, but it's gonna be in the, guys, all the things will be in the recording. Like I'm recording this automatically with YouTube, so basically on For Traders YouTube channel you're gonna have the rediffusion. So don't worry, like if you didn't have time to like see everything, it's gonna be first of all sent right here in the Discord. It's always sent right here for the free weekly outlook. So yeah, it's always sent in the Discord for the free weekly outlook right here. So yeah, the rediffusions are always there, so you will always have the chance to see what happened. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And for indices, ooh la, we had a huge crash. I honestly didn't open the charts on Friday, so I was not aware of what happened on indices. Crazy. But yeah, you see, this is another example of why it's super important to wait for confirmation before entering any trade. I'm not entering my POIs just like that, right? I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm waiting for my 15-minute break / change of character when a POI is mitigated. So in this case, as my POI didn't give me any confirmation, we just completely pushed through it, I was not entering, and that's it. Basically my loss was avoided. And now we have a really huge drop. It was kind of expected because we've been really overextended, but yeah, now we have a huge drop. Honestly, right now it's just better to leave indices to the side because we cannot really we cannot really predict what's gonna happen next. If we just trade based on technicals, this would have mean that you can look for counter trends. You know, you can look for sells counter trend, but I'm gonna leave this develop a little bit more at market open to see what's going on, and then based on that we can analyze the chart. Right now it's just really aggressive, really ugly, and a bit risky to do anything yet. Someone said, I learned a lot from your videos, and weekly I'm withdrawing some profits. I'm really happy. It's really pleasing to always, hear that stuff. So as well, someone said as well that they passed and they got a payout. I mean, there's a lot of people that like pass funded accounts and receive payouts because of my strategy, and it's always pleasing to hear, guys, your progress and stuff like that. So yeah, really proud of everyone basically who is making a lot of progress. Like for example, that you see, so someone passed their first challenge and received a payout, as you can see. So this is on Discord. So yeah, really nice. Always happy to help everyone. There's a lot of people who got profitable with my strategy. Like it's really like heartwarming to see that people, that were so confused and stuff, now are actually making profits. And it's really nice. That's why and the reason why people should be there, like to like explain how trading works. It's not to like take people's money or whatever. It's just actually to help people. I mean, that's why I'm personally here. So okay, that's it guys for the weekly outlook. Now we're gonna be giving away the free 6K funded account on for traders. So how to participate? Okay, how to participate for the free giveaway is gonna be really simple. Okay, so first of all, you do need to transfer. If you're on TikTok, you need to go on YouTube. So people that are already on YouTube, stay on YouTube. You don't have to do anything. But for people who are on watching the live stream from TikTok, you need to go on For Traders YouTube channel. Okay, you need to go on For Traders YouTube channel. So let me show you. So why am I on YouTube Studio? 2 seconds. So For Traders. So yeah, you go right here on For Traders YouTube channel. So let me just show you right here, For Traders YouTube channel. Basically, you write For Traders and you're gonna find it. It's like it's like the first channel exactly right here, as you can see. And it's this live stream. So you just need to transfer on YouTube. So yeah, when you transfer on YouTube, I'm gonna stop this live stream on TikTok, and then everyone will be participating on YouTube, and I'm gonna explain the rules directly there. For people who already participate in the previous live streams, they already know. But yeah, transfer on YouTube, guys. If you're from TikTok, go on For Traders YouTube channel. You need to subscribe. You need to subscribe to the YouTube channel and then join so you can comment, because this is how you can basically, yeah. Scam alert. Why am I a scam? Explain yourself. What is the scam alert? I'm giving away a free funded account. How is that even a scam? Like I'm not the one managing For Traders. I'm just basically making videos for them and I partner with them, and it's not a scam. It's not a scam, guys. For Traders is ranked on prop for match. They're in the top 5 on prop for match. Prop for match is 100% legit. You don't know what you're talking about, guys. You don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, transfer on YouTube, and then I'm gonna answer. Yeah, it's on a free challenge, guys. Go on YouTube, and I'm gonna stop the live stream on TikTok. So we're gonna give away a free challenge there, and basically then I'm gonna send you a promo code to use on For Traders website. And yeah, if you don't know who For Traders is, guys, it's like it's one of the best prop firms in the industry right now, ranked top 5 on prop for match, above a lot of other prop firms that you might know. So yeah, I'm giving away this free 6K funded account. When you're gonna click on, like, buy the challenge, you're gonna have a code, and the code will give you the account for free. So that's how it works. Okay, guys, so I'm ending the live stream on TikTok. Transfer on YouTube. Bye bye. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna wait for people to join a little bit more. Alex, don't mind them. I know, I don't mind people who are saying like scam, whatever. It's just that when you give so much, like when you give so much yourself to like try to stay as as like transparent and like real and possible, and real and possible, that makes no sense, but real as possible. And you know, you're giving away so much for people, and people like, it's not, I know it's because of the industry. Like in this industry there is a lot of scams. Like in this industry there's a lot of people who, you know, pretending to be or whatever. There's a lot of scams in this industry. So, and then free funded accounts seems like the same thing as I'm giving away a free Shein card. But no, it's not a scam, but I understand the doubt. Anyway, yeah. So okay guys, so now that everyone is now joining on YouTube, how is it gonna work? So it's gonna be really easy. I'm gonna be asking a question, and the first 5 people, I'm gonna do 5 people, guys, okay, because 10 is a lot. So the first 5 people who got the right answer will be put in the wheels of names, and the person who wins will get a free funded funded challenge, prop challenge. So yeah, this is people from the previous time. So we're gonna do 5 people because 10 is a lot, and that means first people who got it the fastest wins, so it's more fair for everyone. And yeah, so let me ask you the question. So first of all, let me just delete this. Okay, so I'm gonna be asking a question. So let me put this there. Let me put this there, and then I'm gonna be asking the question. So bam, wait a minute, bam. Okay, so the question is, so yeah guys, I'm gonna ask you a question in the comments, in the chat. You just basically answer the fastest as possible, the first 5 people who got the right answer based on my screen. So based on what I see right here, not based on what you see, because on what you see might be different because of where we are and the connections. So it's based on what I see. So right here, if you are the first 5, one of the first 5 people, you're gonna be added, your name will be added in the wheels of names exactly right here, and you'll have the chance to win the account. So let me ask you the question. So the question is okay. Okay. Okay, so you can answer the letter. Okay, that way it's faster for you than to write something. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I have my question ready. So guys, get ready to answer. I'm gonna ask the question. You can just answer the letters. There's 4 letters. There's A, B, C, D. Okay, so make sure to read the question well, and make sure to answer the right answer straight away, because if you answer one thing and then you change your answer, I'm gonna consider your first answer, not your second one. So make sure to read your question well, okay, and make sure to answer the right letters straight away, because if you answered multiple things, I'm not gonna consider anything else except the first one you answered. So guys, 5 people I'm gonna be choosing based on what we see right here. Everyone can confirm what I see as well, so everything will be transparent. So 3, 2, 1, and this is the question. So if you have a 4-hour POI mitigation, what is the intermediate time frame breakup structure confirmation should be? So what is the time frame where your confirmation should be after the higher time frame POI mitigation? Is it on the 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, or all of the above? So what is your higher time frame confirmation? So okay, yeah, perfect. We have multiple answers. This was a pretty easy question, guys. This was pretty easy to just start fresh, to get back in the mood of live streams and weekly outlooks. So, okay, let's see who got the right answer. So the right answer was B. It was the 15 minutes. So 1 hour, 5 minutes is not good. It's only the 15 minute based on my strategy. So let's see who got the right answer first. So we have this person, the Punisher, got the answer first. So bam, that's good. Then we have this person right here. Then we have Hydra. Then we have Mixanity. Okay, and the last one, it's this person right here. We have Umar. Okay, guys, so this is the first 5 people who got the right answer. So basically this person, you can confirm this is exactly what I see. I'm not cheating. This is exactly the people who got it first. And this is exactly the people that I'm placed here. So guys, good luck to everyone, and we'll see who wins the funded account. the funded challenge. So let's see. And we have Umar who won. Perfect. So can you do, Umar? You won. So this person exactly right here. So let me go to your channel so you can recognize yourself. So if you recognize yourself, you need to DM me on Instagram. So my Instagram is in the description. So basically you go on my Instagram, you DM me, you say that you want the funded account and that you need to prove me that this is your channel. So basically a screenshot that you can modify your channel or a video recording that this is your channel to prove me that this is you. And yeah, just DM me on social media. I'm going to send you a promo code to go on for traders. And at the checkout, you will be able to use it to get your funded account for free. So yeah, guys, have a nice end of the day. That's going to be it for today for this live stream. Of course, the recording will be sent in the Discord. How to join the Discord? It's pretty simple. You have my website exactly right here. You have everything you need. Basically, if you need to join anything, Discord, Instagram, whatever, it's my my link with basically all the things. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have anything else that you want to ask me, don't hesitate to DM me. I'm as well answering my DMs. And yeah, have a nice end of the day, and we're gonna see each other next week. Ciao ciao.